extremely honored to recognize the winner of PACT's Community Builder Award, Dr. Harry Edwards. I'm one of the very lucky group of people that can call Dr. Edwards a friend, a mentor, a colleague, and I can tell you that his character and the way he lives his life and the way he treats people puts him at the absolute apex of all of those lists. He is the epitome of what this award is about. He's somebody who leads with his heart, who recognizes that the most important thing that he can do is to put people in a position where they can succeed. Dr. Edwards has worked with some of the most important and influential athletes and organizations of our time. Muhammad Ali, the 1968 Olympic Project for Human Rights, Coach Bill Walsh, Colin Kaepernick, scores and scores of other organizations and individuals that were trying to figure out how they could be something for somebody else. And I can tell you that I know that the work with those people and organizations and those luminaries and those institutions is extremely important to him. But I would venture a guess, he would tell you that the everyday interactions that he has with educators, that the people he meets who come up to him and share with him what his books, what his words mean to them, are equally, if not more important. And the reason for that is that Dr. Edwards knows that change is a continuum. Change is only possible insofar as you have individuals that are willing to go and explore and push themselves toward that. To advocate is to recognize inequity and to be the voice, be the galvanizing factor that brings people together to address systematic issues that need to be addressed. Congratulations, Dr. Edwards. I'm so honored to be your friend, your colleague, and the person who is recognizing you as PACT's Community Builder Award.
First, let me express my appreciation and thanks to Reverend Ray Montgomery and all the other PACT officials who chose me to receive this recognition and award. All the more so because in these times of unprecedented challenges, the work done by PACT is more critically important than ever. So now, especially, it is a profound privilege to be counted among those who you have honored in this fashion in the past. For over half a century, I have been in agreement with the philosophy of the illustrious Miss Ella Baker, the inspiration and guiding hand in the founding of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Ms. Baker believed emphatically that rather than top-down leadership, if people could get the information, the training, and the resources to work in and meet the needs of their own communities, they could lead themselves. So I was deeply impressed with the PACT mission statement. PACT's mission is to empower everyday people to create a more healthy and just society by winning extraordinary victories for the community, not by speaking for them, but by teaching people to speak up and take action in the public arena through grassroots organizing. The key words for me in that mission statement were by teaching people. I have been described as many things over my half century of activism, some of them not too flattering. But I've always described myself principally and primarily as a teacher. I have always believed teaching to be a calling and the greatest of all professions. A teacher incites people to think and inspires them to learn so that they can do for themselves, whether they work in a classroom or in a community. The contributions of those who teach and empower people are at the very foundations of our institutional viability as a society and are critical to our capacity to function effectively as a nation. And in difficult times, such as we are in now, the scope and essential character of the services delivered by those who teach becomes even more evident. It is now undeniable that our school teachers are the anchors of our culture and community. Our classroom teachers teach and guide our children to be responsible, productive citizens. Our classroom teachers enable parents to go to work and operate their businesses, so are critical to the viability of our economy. Our classroom teachers prepare us all for citizenship, prepare us to distinguish between fact and fantasy. Those who teach at the community level have been revealed to be no less critical and indispensable. We can now state definitively and emphatically that not even the most powerful and well-resourced agencies of the government at the highest levels can institute even the most reasoned and rational policies in response to urgent crises without the support and involvement of those who teach and mobilize leadership at the community level. And yet, even today, in the face of such definitive, unequivocal evidence of the imperative roles of our school teachers and community organizations that teach people to think and lead themselves, there are those who argue that such education is too expensive, that less money should be allocated to such critically important classroom and community education work, that it's become too expensive. Well, for those who think that education is too expensive, wait until they get the bill for mass ignorance and community division and dysfunction. And some installments of that bill already have come due. The wearing of masks and vaccinations have become political issues in a pandemic that has already taken over 650,000 American lives, many of which could have been saved by people simply wearing masks and getting vaccinated. Not only can a substantial segment of our fellow citizens today apparently not distinguish between truth and fiction, it appears that for too many among them, that distinction no longer even matters. These are challenges that can only be resolved at the community level. So today, our communities, our commitments to those who teach, whether in the classroom or in the community, enlightening, organizing, inspiring people to think for and to lead themselves, are more important and essential than ever. And it is my hope that this honor, this recognition from PACT will help spotlight and bring greater attention to and appreciation for PACT's commitments and contributions to making the people and communities it serves better and better off. And for me, being part of that effort is the greatest honor of all. Thank you all so much.